We decided to change it up today with an outing to the Glenwood Caverns Adventure Park. We've skied almost every day this week, so we decided that all of our legs could use a break today. Now, this theme park is really cool because you could only access it via gondola, which I think in and of itself is a perk of visiting. The views on the way up and at the top of the park of Mount Sopris, the Roaring Fork River, and Glenwood Springs are honestly incredible. We have season passes that let us access all the rides, but you can just buy gondola tickets up, and that in and of itself I think is worth it just for the views. Now I will say, not everything is open in the winter, but it still makes for a fun day outing. By far the biggest attraction there, in my opinion, is the Alpine Coaster. And since we've been here several times, Liam knows exactly where that is and makes a beeline straight for it right off the gondola. Thankfully, the line isn't too long today, but if you come on a Saturday, summer day, you better be prepared to wait a while in this line. This is actually one of the few rides at the park that kids can ride. The rules are that if you're with an adult, you only have to be 38 inches tall and 3 years old. For obvious safety reasons, there's no phones or filming allowed on the Alpine Coaster. But as you can see, it takes you down the mountain with incredible views of the Roaring Fork River Valley. And with the kickstart from the worker, they're off. Poor Carter's confused and trying to figure out where Dad and Liam went off to. But thankfully, right next to the Alpine Coaster is this awesome little playground, perfect for Carter Man. This is one of the things I really appreciate about this little adventure park, is while obviously there's not a lot of rides that a 1-year-old can get on, they do have tons of little hidden play areas like this. And these views are simply amazing. Once they're back up, Liam is off to the next thing, which is the Giddy Up ride. This is actually one of the only rides that kids over 38 inches can ride by themselves, but unfortunately it's closed today. So we're off to the Speleo box. Now, these are super cool because it actually simulates crawling inside of a cave. Technically, they say it's for kids 5 and up, but Liam can't be stopped. Although I will say if you're afraid of small spaces or you're over 6 feet tall, I definitely don't recommend. Poor Carter Man really wants to get in, but I'm a little afraid he's going to get caught in there by himself, and I'm not trying to get caught in there myself either. But Liam, being the little wild adventurer that he is obviously crushing it and actually did it in record time today. Meanwhile, Carter's just doing his thing as always, wandering around like a drunk old man. Next on the docket is heading inside for laser tag. They don't allow babies in the laser tag arena, but he did have fun just looking at the queue line themes. Everything sort of has an old school 1860s mining western vibes. When you're here, you obviously have to get your picture with this iconic chair with the view of Mount Sopris in the background. After laser tag, Liam decided he wanted to try doing the 4D motion theater. Now, in the past, this has been a little scary and made him cry, but he was adamant that today he wouldn't cry, so we let him try. But unfortunately, after waiting a while, we realized it was closed too. So we decided to head back to the Alpine Coaster for one more ride, and also stopped at this cool little shooting gallery along the way. Like I said, we knew not all the attractions were open during the winter, but it seemed like even fewer were open today than normal. But what can you do? Now, I didn't have the front carrier today, and I didn't really feel like holding Carter through all of the cave tours, so we didn't do that either. But I think if you're going to go up there, doing at least one of the 2 cave tours is definitely worth it. Just make sure you come prepared with closed-toed shoes and a baby carrier if needed.